EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Houston taking on the Armadillos of Rio de Janeiro. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Schaefer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Hall. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This is 2nd and 8.
Stephanie Ranger, Stephanie Ranger.
As Stroud now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. But you look at this defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Stroud looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Taken down at the 42. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schaefer. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hall again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. An audible here to get a new look. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillo's decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hall on a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Armadillos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Fights forward at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Check man, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud. That one complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Stroud. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. The throwing again is Stroud. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Stroud off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to
close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. to throw. Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown!
Dameon Pierce.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Shamrocks have got it back to within a score.
Now for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Hall.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Here's 3rd and 7. Stroud to throw it.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. He
gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give the Hall.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Hall again.
Hall fighting off the defender. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
A handoff for Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Armadillos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Another run on 2nd down. Try to cover up.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is into the end zone for the
touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So